There are currently 16 states calling for a constitutional Congress. That's up from 12 10 years ago. That's pathetic. We need 34 states to call a constitutional Congress. The Declaration of Independence is 14 pages long. And after the Supreme Court has gotten hold of it over the years and ruled on one thing or another, it has upped it to, there's 3,200 pages in the Supreme Court's book that deal with constitutional law. This deals with everything from FMCSA on, right? I mean, just everything in our life. Things that they have nothing to do with and are not supposed to have anything to do with. America is at a crisis. You have a faction over here that's ready to bleed. A lot of people are ready to bleed. And then you have a lot of people that are on the fence. And then you have other people that are calling for things like strikes. Now, the same people that are calling for strikes are in no way ready to bleed, because they're running GoFundMes and stuff like that to try to mitigate their loss of revenue. Revenue, to me, means nothing for freedom. Because everything's going to go to hell, right? So, for my YouTube truckers and the TikTokers that are going to see this, if you're thinking about striking, you're playing into a well-established domain of trickery, right? Because the government wants, they want bloodshed, so they can enact martial law and bring in the UN, because most soldiers have an oath. Okay, now as an ex-fighting man, we never give up that oath. We're all still fighting men, and we will happily go to battle for this issue. And there's 9 million of us of fighting age still in this country, something like that, around 9 million. That's a formidable force. They don't want to deal with that formidable force, so they're using subterfuge and everything else to try to make us do stupid things and divide us. It really is time for us to come together and with some cohesion. You know, there's a bunch of generals out there telling the government the same thing, that this is not going to work, they got to stop this. And those generals are people that could lead an effort. To do a little Googling there, and you'll find out who they are and their ages and everything else. I'm pretty sure we have all served under some of these generals. Guaranteed this. All right? But these trucker strikes are playing into the agenda of stupidity. Just freaking stupidity. You know, things like the words of freedom and solidarity and strike, they don't go together. These are definitely words that don't belong in the same sentence. But some of these people don't understand that. There's a whole... Well, I don't want to get into people's intellectual, how smart they are. I don't want to get... I can't talk. Y'all know that. My tongue doesn't work properly. My brain does, but my tongue does not. But we need a leader in this situation. Someone that can make the right calls. Who do we call, right? No one. What do we do? I know what to do. You know what to do. But if you cannot come together into a force, then there is nothing left but a scattered bunch of rabble. And it's coming to that point very quickly. I listened to Biden's speech today, And it's just more along the lines of coercion. That's all it comes down to. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? A stand has to be made, but it can't be in vain and stupidity. Shutting down and slow rolling is just stupid. I pray that some of these people get a brain somewhere. Just get a brain. Bless you all. Have a good night.